That get unmuted. Okay. Hello, hello. Let me double check this microphone is coming through the right thing here. That is not what I want. There we go. That should be right. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. You know, after, excuse me, after last stream when I complained so much about my little measly 30 count pastel acrylic marker set, my lovely fiance went and bought me this 90 count Arrtx acrylic markers. Yes, please and thank you. So that is what we are going to play with today. I love how they're all standing up and they're all numbered, which I think is new for the Arrtx markers. Oh, I forgot I was making something here. This is what I managed to do. Tyson ate this. He's a bad boy. I was doing a crab cat. If y'all are familiar, when little kitty cats arch their back and crab walk like that, that was my inspiration. So that was done with the new markers. It's cute. Love it. I posted it on my socials. Tyson eats paintbrushes on everything except for Blue Sky, which is just Tyson eats paint. Due to character limits. Now, I don't know if anyone has seen this. I don't know if this is what we're going to color today. I was drawing this Quaker parrot. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That I see all over the internet. And he sings bacon pancakes. He's so cute. He warms my heart. But I was working on that at some point. Ooh, that's an old drawing that we tried to erase. That has to be years old. I do not draw like that anymore. That's alright. Arrtx markers should cover up that easily. What are we going to draw? I have absolutely no idea. But that's alright. You know, it's important to not just do art when you're inspired to do so. It's also important to keep creating even when you aren't inspired. And you know, you can do that in all sorts of different ways. Use it as time to just learn how to draw certain things that you've never drawn before. And it kind of keeps you from falling into that art block, you know? Alright. I may just want to do like a mismatch of different things. Ooh. Okay. But look at this guy who just showed up on my Instagram feed because he is cute as heck. Trying to eat this fruit. Alright. Let's dive into turtles eating fruit. Yes. Yes, that'll be cute. Nom 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 nom. Look at him. Oh gosh. I like that this set does come with a lot of skin tones. And it comes with orange. That's what I was missing from my life with the other set, is an orange. Why would you not include an orange? Why? Mostly strawberries. One thing about feeding reptiles fruits is fruits do have a lot of sugar. and it can cause parasites to kind of flourish. You're like feeding them. That's what I've heard anyways. So I do limit the fruits on all my reptiles. I limit the fruits for my guinea pigs too. They're so, is the word voracious? Alright. Let's get started. I kind of like this little guy. We'll do him in the corner here because he is kind of cut off. He got a big ol' eyeball. He got a big ol' eyeball. We'll do a little circles. Well, it doesn't really matter what we do here because it's going to be all covered up anyways. I love little turtle feet. There you go. We won't go into too much detail. And then he got his little underneath shell. Probably should have made his neck a little bit smaller. Well, that's all right. His big old strawberry. We're just gonna add some little leavies to it. I kind of want to... I have a swatch page, but I never refer to a swatch page. I just sort of choose whatever colors. Where is my swatch page? Look good to me at the time, but that is them all swatched out. There's some metallics, which is very interesting. They actually show up really well, so they're cool. That's the pastel set, and this is the 90 set. And I realized this color in my pastel set is fudged up. It should be like that. and it don't work. I kind of want to add some yellow or this white, this cream color first. I don't know. I should have maybe gone with the yellow. But there's an idea there behind that. I'm not in love with this red. I think my other red's better. This one's a little bit pinky. A little bit pinky. Thinking about mixing in some darker purple here. Kind of blending it a little, even though these don't blend that great. I think we can still see a little bit of a difference. I'm gonna bring back out this and this, and you know, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'll just apply and move on. I want some more light color here. Woo! Kinda. I am eyeballing this one to mix in here. And I'm trying to clean this marker off. There we go. All right. All right. That kind of has the look that I want. I am curious to know if there is, well, they have, and these are out of order. They have, Arrtx has specific paper. I wonder if they have one that's really meant for acrylics that would do better to kind of mix them. We want a really bright green and a little darker green here. You know, there are a couple of different types of artists in the world. Some that just put it to paper and see how it works, and some who plan out the colors very delicately, pick a palette, make sure the colors work together. I'm not that kind of artist. I want more of this bright green, I think. I wish it was a little brighter, honestly. What we need is some seeds. Some seeds. And I think take this color back out. We're gonna do little dots for our strawberry seeds, and come along with a darker color next to that white color. All right, now for the turtle himself. Let's start working on that. We do want some of, I think, this yellow. And this is where I get nervous because I have no idea what I'm doing. No idea what I'm doing. But luckily we have scales, so we can kind of mimic some scales instead of just going in with one solid color. So I think that'll be kind of how we add some variation here, right? And then his neck is going to be more smooth. So neck and nose are more smooth. No real rhyme or reason to how I am placing these colors here. That is gold. That is our gold. That is not what we want. I kind of wanted like a greenish color that's not like bright green. All right. Yeah, so that's probably more of what I'm looking for. And then we'll need like something to kind of like bring these together, combine them. So we'll have another green. I need something that's like a turtle green, if such a thing exists. He's gonna kind of work out the rest of the shape here with this. And really, I want more yellow here. it's kind of doing something and I'm just sort of going with it. I'm gonna pull this one back in here. Sort of got rid of all of that orange that we had before. We don't know what we're doing. We're just adding colors. Hello, hello. It's going. We don't know what we're doing, but it's going. All right. I think I want to. I don't really know. Going with this color, starting on his shell. Actually, I kind of made this like this. We'll just continue with that. Their little shape here. think I want to, I don't know what I want to do. Okay, so bottom shell is gonna be here. That's probably end up being where I'll keep that. And we will do lines. Turtle shells have interesting little rings like trees. Pigeon, what are you doing to my feet? Girl, come here. She brought me a cat toy. Now, there seems to be some yellow spots. I don't really know. I don't want to go too brightly on the shell. We're going to keep it kind of dull here. So we'll probably add in some browns. But I do want to have some green to it. So I'm just going to fill in some of these big white areas with the green, and then we're going to go on top of it. And we'll probably add yellow to the bottom of it. But I want brown. What's a good brown that'll work? Going off pattern. I feel like I need to make this a little bit more pronounced here. And then make it a bit more darker here. I may even go in with a darker purple. That is not what I'm looking for. Nope. Never mind any of that. Okay. Okay. We tried. This is really the color that we were looking for here, I think. I kind of wanted to add a little bit of depth here, but not quite the way that I intended it to work. That's all right. But let's get some actual brown. Let's get some actual brown in here. I'm really just doing this to add texture, because these shells, turtle shells, are not smooth at all. They got ridges. I do want this to actually be more this color. Bottom shell. And it kind of goes up into this. All right, I like what we're building up kind of here. We've added a lot of colors. Maybe not the colors that we want, but it's part of the process. I'm just gonna add some yellow kind of highlights, and then come back with like not the color that I want. Well, that's overall the color that I want. We doing a lot of nothing. A lot of nothing here. A lot of back and forth. You can't really build these up, you can only layer them. But hopefully we'll figure something out. There's like a certain color, and I'm like just about to go in with this gold, honestly. Let's give him some gold on his shell. Is that weird? Is that weird? We definitely have gone away with things. I don't even care anymore. I feel like there's a specific color that I want that's like between green and brown that doesn't exist in my color palette here or in life at all. It's a little bit like, if only I had that one thing, but it doesn't exist. That's all right. Tell you what, Pigeon down here having the time of her life. I don't know what she's playing with, but she is happy as a clam. When's it gonna be enough? When's it gonna be enough? When's it gonna be enough? I want a darker color than I have. And the darkest I can go now is black. And that's not what I want. It's a little bit infuriating. I need to put something over this green. These colors look too similar to me. You know what we haven't even thought about, since we're spending so much time on this little bit? I haven't even thought about what is gonna go on with his eyeball. And I feel like yellow, bright yellow, is the way to go here. And we do need to kind of go around this as such and add a little bit of a dark line around that, because this is like his eyeball eyelash. Alright. And the pupil. I forgot about his little tongue. His little tongue here. And then we'll add some lighter pink on top of that when that dries for a minute. I don't hate him. He's kind of a mess, but also I'm kind of a mess. So, samesies. I feel like my art style works a lot better with watercolor paint, but sometimes not. I don't know. I wish there was, well, maybe if I went digital, an easy way to go between blending and layering. And that's why I wonder about this paper. Like, maybe if I had special paper meant for acrylic markers, maybe the blending would have happened differently. But I feel like these dry really fast. So you have to be like putting the two colors down at the same exact time, right? I forgot his little toesies, his little toenails here. There we go. Tyson, quit harassing her. I swear, bud. He cute. He cute though. He's so cute. Tyson. Ooh, messed up on that little one. Whoops. Hopefully it won't be too noticeable. Yeah? What do we think? It's not like horrible. The outline kind of helps. Turtle. Alright. So now I'm going to take a nice blue color. And what we think. I think I'll just do, oh, it's kind of a lot darker than I expected, than I anticipated. Let's get a lighter one. Why does that look exactly the same as the one I just had? That's alright. Give him his little square of color. To separate him from the rest of the page. And to cover up some of those blue lines that I made when sketching. He's cute. Okay. Yeah? I like him. I like him. You see, even when you totally mess up and you make a messy mess, you can still make a decent little thing out of it. You can still turn things around. All right, we're resetting, putting everything back in this box in the wrong order, and deciding what to draw next. But I do like how this little guy came out. Now we have this corner where we clean off our markers. Look, I don't hate him. And he's got some gold on his shell. He's fancy. Fancy. Alright, so that was just random. That we pulled up because it was the first thing that Instagram showed me. Let's see what else we can find to draw. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Aw, some little sweetheart liked a bunch of my photos. Thank you, thank you. Alright, what to draw next? Hey, Pidgey. Do, 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 do. Hi, my love. That's Pigeon. Y'all know they have turtle costumes? I don't want to draw another turtle. But also, costumes for turtles are cute. As much as I love reptiles, they are not my favorite thing to draw. Nothing is my favorite thing to draw, I guess. That's not true. Hi, Pigeon. Honey. Can you move? Can you move? Don't get upset. Thank you. You know what I've never drawn is a sloth, but I also don't know that I would want to. I have drawn a sloth. That's a lie. I have drawn a sloth. But I don't know that I'd want to. Yee. Ma'am, Mama loves you, but you're kind of in the way. I want to add this little bit here. Maybe. honey, it's not holds me time. It's not this is your time to get snuggles and pets and love. The one thing that bothers me about Pigeon is she won't stay still. And she does this thing where she wants pets. She gets in your lap for pets and then jumps down and then jumps up and then jumps down. She won't just stay put. What is wrong with her? I have an inkling to draw a colorful snail, though I'm still not sure on the shell part. A colorful snail. Colorful snail. I'm thinking of a sea snail. Those are things, right? I'm not trying to shop. Come on. Oh, look at him. He's impressive. Is that a snail or a slug? I think they have a specific term for those type of aminals. Not really finding what I want here. You know what I've never drawn, actually? That might be cute. A chinchilla. Chinchillas are cute. Chinchillas. I'm sure I can find a cute picture of a chinchilla. Oh my gosh. Look at this chinchilla wearing a tie. Oh my gosh. That is like the most exciting thing I've ever seen. think we need more fat here. And his tie. His weirdo tie. Oh my god, he's so cute. Oh, these colors are very similar. Hoping to find a darker gray color. Oh, yeah. The problem with these grays, oh shit, that is super dark, is there's warm grays and there's cool grays. And you don't want to mix warm grays and cool grays, but I guess I am. That's alright. That's alright. We'll figure things out. Right now we're just trying to get color on there to cover in the white spaces. And then we will work things out. Oh, heck. Package at the door. Be right back. I ordered new water bottles for the guinea pigs that are supposedly going to be leak proof, but I have my doubts. I think what I want to do here is get a lighter color, actually. for the belly area because it is quite white. And then he does have some white. And the cheeks as well. So I'm really kind of trying to phase out that brown stuff completely. Alright, and then we'll probably darken up some of the areas that need darkening. And go back. Lighten up some of these areas. And then lighten some more. Maybe even add some white to this in a minute. Now we're doing this a little bit more painterly, I would say. More here. And let's get back to this gray and add a little bit more out here. He looking like something, yeah? And actually, his paws are this white color. And we'll add a little bit of the light gray in there. If I should try to add some of this, and I might as well because it's already going. We tried to phase out the brown, but we brought it back. It's alright because we're gonna come back in here with some more dish, and the colors will eventually make sense. Now what about these ears? They are our lightest gray color. And then they have some darker gray. Ah, that's not gray. The darker gray on the inside here. But really, this is more of like fur coming out. Okay. I don't hate him. We'll bring them all together. We'll get this with his black eyes. And his little nose. And his little whips. Okay. Alright, how's his hands? This don't look like a chinchilla no more. This looks like something of my own creation. Okay. This don't look like no chinchilla. That's alright. Let's get his tie down. Oh gosh. Excuse me for my giggles, but this thing is ridiculous. There we go. I feel like I want to do like one little stripe here, maybe a black stripe here, just to kind of add a little bit more lines in that. All right. Didn't do any lines in his feet, so we'll do that next. I don't know. I feel like I didn't make him fat enough. Maybe I should just poof him out a little bit more. Make him look less like a rat. Like this needs to be more. Maybe that's my problem. Let's do our orangey orange. This is his picture for his employee ID. He's ready to get to work now. Yes, I love the color orange. I don't know. I never have before, but I realized it was lacking in my life. I like orange. Hello, little gentilla friend. All right. We got a lot more page here left. But I do need to very quickly check on my laundry. I'll be right back. I kind of like that. Okay. Realize that's what's missing. I didn't do a black line down here. Okay. Hi. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, did you? Is this what you want? All right. What next? What next? What next? Thank you, Phil E. Chinchilla, for that inspiration. It's funny, I got on here and I thought that I was just going to be drawing dinosaurs. But I didn't want to. Dinosaurs take a lot of thought to me. Have I... Well, we can make it colorful. Have I ever drawn a skunk? Skunks are cute. We can make him pretty. Maybe if I find one that I want to draw. Skunks are actually pretty popular to draw. I see a lot of them here. Hey, Scout. Not really finding when I won't. So I like the idea of this skunk, but like sleeping in a flower. So we're gonna have to create our own image here. I don't know if I want to do it here because it's gonna be kind of small. So we might do it in this little corner here and leave this for something else. It's a little bit bigger. Now I just need a flower. Oh gosh. You know what's cute too? These bees that sleep in flowers. We may add a little bee friend here with his butt hanging out. Bees like to sleep in flowers too, apparently. I like it. I don't know what kind of flower this is, but it's like exactly what I'm looking for. So in this world, this skunk is the same size as a bee. And they're just asleep in this garden together. Maybe make it a little bit more like this. We totally can't communicate, but hi. .43 is just a bad color. Apparently, in this set, it's like it's fudged up too. Do we have a lighter purple, or is this gonna be darker? This is gonna be a lot darker. I think this is the lightest purple that we're gonna have. Let's see what color this is. Ah, this is brighter. So we can use that for the inside. Throw that MF away. Alright, what other purples we got? No other purples. Just the very darkest of dark purples. That's alright. I have an idea with what we might do. We might come and add that in. Kind of a spiky texture in the back of the petals. And let's get some bright green here for the stems. And the grass. Oh dang, that's like not noticeably different. Maybe we'll grab this one. Still kind of want to go a little bit brighter here. All right. Now let's do this bumblebee butt. Bumblebee, bumblebee. Should we go for like a bright yellow or kind of a dull yellow? Bumblebee, buzz, buzz. His feetsies are kind of yellow on the end too. Now his wings are kind of a gray-brown color. I want to use the purple that we used before. That's very brown, but we can't really make it translucent, can we? With acrylics, so we'll just have to make this work. And then Buzz Buzz, his little bee stripes and some black on his little leggy legs there. We can make this a little bit lighter, I guess. We'll work with that a little bit. Okay. Work with that a little bit. Now for Skunky Boy. Skunky Boy. What did I use that gray for? Skunky Boy. Wondering if I should go in with this is the color I was looking for him. Skunky Boy. Right. So I think I'll start with this brown color, and then we're gonna put the black on top of it. I just don't want to color in him completely black yet. So I want to work out his shape here. But he could also be just a brown skunk. You know? He don't have to be a black skunk, I guess. I kind of like the brown, but then we have the bee that has the black, so I kind of also want to use more black. Decisions. Eeh. I'm gonna go with this nice cream color, I think, for his... Yeah, I think we're gonna stick with the brown and the cream. I feel like those go really nice together and give it an overall, like, softer feel. So maybe we'll go over the bee, the black of the bee too, with that. So it's not so dark. And then we're gonna add that translucent. Well, it's not translucent, is it? Those are his wings. I think I need to actually, there we go. He's cute, I like him a lot. I'm going to add a little bit of shading here. And then I may even add white on top of this, but I don't think that'll really show very well. Anyways. Oh, he's such a cute boy. He's such a cute boy. Alright, I kind of want to... I don't know what I want to do. I want to make some lighter bits. But I want it to be very similar in color. So I'm a little unsure about that. We may just add with this. And then we'll go back over it. I don't think that's done anything. Well, we tried. I guess we can go ahead and add his little CPI slits here. Maybe I'll just go ahead and outline, honestly. That kind of gives me an idea of I need to color in here. Which color is this one? What's this color? And then we'll take the light one again. And then we see that we need to add more here. Actually, I feel like there probably is going to be more of a like that. And what color is this? Okay. And our lightest color again. Don't know what I'm doing, just layering colors, layering colors, layering colors. And then our darkest dark. All right. Yellow, 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 yellow. I hope we all understand that that's a bee butt. That's the butt of a bee. A bee butt is right there. It's kind of messy. I know. I don't know how a bee butt's supposed to look. I mean, I don't know how bee wings are supposed to look. Hopefully we understand that that is a skunk. Who is seeping? In a flower. And that these are flowers. And hopefully I am in view of the camera. Okay. Let's nap amongst the flowers. And now I want pink in here. I want some pinky pink pink in here. Give us some pinky pink. It's not a perfect circle, but they rarely ever are. Where's our white? Where'd our white go? Where'd our white go? How could I have lost my white? Ah, there it is. Cute? Cute? Okay. Now we just need one last picture to tie it all in together. And don't mind my messy corner here. That's very light. That's right, we got to put everything back to recalibrate here. Nothing in the right order. I'm gonna have to talk to Arrtx though and tell them 2 different sets with the number 43 marker have crapped out on me. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the deal is with that marker color specifically. But 43 is shit. I can't even tell what holes are open over here. I'm just sort of putting them in where they seem to fall. I don't see any more. Okay. One more animal to draw here. I'm not finding anything that I want to draw in particularly. Mm. All right. Um. I got my model Clyde. Maybe. Let me, I know I have a picture. See if it's in my gallery. Come on. I know I have a picture of Clyde. Come on. Alright. This is Clyde, the baby Clyde. So, my thoughts here is to take our little Clyde, our little boy Clyde, he got his little ears, he got his little peanut-shaped booty. Take our little Clyde. Maybe add some more of this. I don't know why we can't ever see their feet. They do have feet. They're there. And we want to make Clyde our dinosaur. Okay. Clyde's very interesting because he's got a black butt and one black foot, and then on the opposite side he has a solid black foot. He's very cute. Very cute. He's just a well baby boy. So cute. So this is his white stripe. And then his black stripe. We don't really care about where this is because we're gonna put a costume on him. So I saw these cute little guinea pig costumes that are dinosaurs, and that's exactly what we want to do him with. I don't really want to go for the Triceratops costume because guinea pig dinosaur costume. So it kind of has a hood that'll go over his head. It's probably meant to cover his ear. It goes down and then goes around his leg. And then another thing around the leg. And then it's gonna have its curly dinosaur tail. And we're just gonna make it flat there. And then it's got these spikes. That go down this long tail. All right. Clyde the dinosaur. Now, we gotta choose the color that we want. So we can make him any color. Since he is a dinosaur. And I'm tempted, well, he's very brown. So maybe we will just go with green for the dinosaur. What? Yeah, I think that'll work good for the rest of this. So I think we'll start with this bright yellow here. We might do blue for the spikes. I think that'll be good. keeping an idea of where the folds are on this. So what? I want to do kind of a bright blue. This is actually really dark blue, but I think it'll work for our spiky purposes. All right. Now I kind of want a brighter green, but I think it'll be the wrong color green. I'm gonna go with this green actually. We're gonna come in and go on top of it. Just where we expect it to be a little bit brighter. And then probably a darker one. Maybe that'll be it. Kind of put where those creases are. I think we'll go back in with this one to try to tie it all together. I almost feel like I need an even brighter green, or we could go a little bit darker. Is this going to be brighter? I think this is going to be lighter, not brighter. All right, I don't want to mess with that too much. Let's just get some light blue in here. And then maybe even a darker blue. I think I want to go with like this color. I'm hoping it's darker. I think the good thing about layering these is like the very first coat still is kind of patchy, but as you layer them, it kind of smooths out. And I like these specifically because they do sort of like smooth out. We're just gonna add some spots on there. He's cute. Okay. All right, Clyde. Where's my black? What I mean by smoothed out, I mean it doesn't leave streaks, as you might become used to with markers. Markers can be very streaky. Let's pull our Clyde back up here with his black butt. And then over here, he's got his other black, and he's got his black patches here. Clyde, I have officially made a picture of you. Isn't that fun? You were the only guinea pig that didn't have a picture. I kind of, yeah, I do think I want to like do a little bit of this on his ear and on his paw that's not black. I'm really not sure what his other ear color is. But I kind of want to flesh that out and make it more gray. Because he does have kind of gray ears. And then we need the perfect Clyde brown. And brown, he's like orangey brown. I think that'll be good for some darkening, but I think I want to start with this lighter orange that may almost look yellow. Clyde's very pointy. Butters and Dougie are very round. Clyde is a very pointy guinea pig. I think he has a little bit of orange under here, but I think the top of his paw is white. It is so hard to see guinea pigs' paws. I'm gonna come back over that a little. That actually turned out a lot darker than anticipated. I feel like I need another color. That's kind of tough. Do I want to go more orangey or more brown? I don't have a whole lot of choices, so we'll see what color this is. This is definitely yellow. So we're gonna go with a more yellow tone, I guess. I think it'll be fine. We'll find our middle ground. I do need something like literally in between these two colors. I don't think I got it. Oh, all I can really do is go for like, that's too yellow. Fudge, that was too yellow. Yeah, we can't really do that. I need a lighter brown color. And I don't got it, so we may just have to stick with what we've got here. I mean, we could mix, but I don't like mixing these so much on this paper. Because this does kind of tear up the paper when you do that. It's alright. I think if I just get a little bit of a light color, that's very yellow. I don't want to make that much good. We'll go more towards, I think, a peachy color. I don't hate it. I'm gonna just go back with this black and round his eyeball out. I think that's fine. Clyde, you're a dinosaur. What do you think, bud? I always laugh to myself. I know I do that a lot on this stream, but some of these things just make me laugh. And this is, to me, ridiculous. Yeah! Alright. Alright, Clyde. You're a cutie patootie. He does have kind of more pink. Really on this edge of his ear is a little bit more pink. And I'll make a little bit more pink on his little paws here. And then again with that gray tone that kind of comes down. I kind of need a more grayer gray. Hopefully this ain't metallic. Alright. Clyde! You're a dinosaur. What you think? I need to wash that off a little. Always like, why are my whites never white? Because they're filthy. Okay. Now he needs a color. I feel like red's the way to go. Or even gold. I feel like gold might be too much, though. I don't know. What do we think? We're going with this weird red. This doesn't make sense. I need to fix it. All right. I think that's it for today. This stream. I think we got some cute little guys again. The Arrtx 90 count acrylic marker set, courtesy of the fiance. We got our chinchilla. We got our Clyde. We got our napping bumblebee and skunk, and we've got our turtle with his strawberry. So cute. And as always, you can follow Tyson Eats Paintbrushes on Instagram. We're on Threads, Twitch. All these videos uploaded to YouTube if you like the background noise. And then on Blue Sky at Tyson Eats Paint. Who is Tyson? He's the lovely kitty who doesn't join us on the daytime streams, but he does eat everything in this house, including my fiance's stream, Steam deck power cord, which someone was not too happy about. He chewed right through that thing. Tyson has problems, but we still love him. Anyways, thanks for giving me a chance. And maybe join me for a stream in our future. Trying to get that in view. There we go. Cute, cute. You know, they always seem to turn out, even though I struggle so much. I like the final results. And isn't that how any artwork is? Thank you, and good afternoon, good day, good evening, good night.